Nestled in Morocco's Rif Mountains, there's a city unlike any other. Chefchaouen, nicknamed the Blue Pearl, is cloaked entirely in calming hues of blue. From staircases to doors, even plant pots shimmer with cool cobalt. Wandering its alleys feels like stepping inside a watercolor painting. But this isn't just for show. There's a deeper reason why every surface wears blue. Some say the blue keeps mosquitoes away. Others trace its roots to ancient Jewish traditions. In the 15th century, Jewish refugees painted walls blue to reflect the sky, a symbol of heaven. Over time, the color spread, transforming the town into a living expression of faith and peace. Here, religion isn't loud. It's in every stone, every shade. The blue becomes a silent prayer etched into the city itself. As you walk Chefchaouen streets, it's not silent. The soft hum of prayer echoes from distant mosques. Vendors call out, offering hand-woven rugs, olives, or spices in vibrant heaps. Cats stretch lazily under doorways. A breeze stirs the scent of mint tea. This isn't just a postcard, it's a rhythm, a pulse. Chefchaouen lives and breathes through every sound, every scent. The blue is no accident, it's maintained by hand. Locals repaint homes every few weeks, layering pigment like tradition itself. Brushstroke by brushstroke, history is refreshed. Children help, elders guide. It's a communal ritual passed through generations. This is more than upkeep, it's a cultural act. Every layer of paint tells a story of pride, place, and belonging. In the late 90s, travelers began to take notice. Photographers, bloggers, mesmerized by the blue, spread Chefchaouen's image across the globe. Soon, the city wasn't just blue, it was branded. Shops filled with blue souvenirs, cafes leaned into the aesthetic. Tourism boomed, but so did a quiet question. How do you protect the soul of a place once it becomes famous? With each new post, Chefchaouen grew more crowded. Travelers arrived not for its soul, but for the perfect selfie. Locals began charging for photos outside their homes. Noise replaced stillness. And yet behind the lens, there's still magic. The question is whether the city changed. It's whether we're still willing to look past the filter. Each shade of blue hides something underneath. Cracks reveal pink adobe from centuries ago. A chipped stairway hints at Spanish and Berber roots. Chefchaouen isn't just painted, it's palimpsest. A canvas rewritten by hands from many cultures. When we slow down, we see that the beauty isn't only color. It's the story told in layers beneath. Beyond the tourist trail, the Medina holds secret corners. Tiny courtyards bursting with bougainvillea. Hidden fountains trickling beside forgotten shrines. Here, the silence is sacred. Locals greet you with nods, not pitches. You're not just visiting, you're allowed in. It's in these blue-shadowed corners that the real Chefchaouen breathes. Chefchaouen is not a city you only see. You feel it. You carry it back home, in your lungs, in your silence. Its color doesn't scream, it hums. Soft as a prayer, deep as a dream. Not every place wants to impress. Some, like this one, just want to be understood. Every town has a color, but few wear it like Chefchaouen does. This isn't decoration, it's devotion. Blue here means memory, peace, identity. It soothes, it speaks, it stays. So next time you scroll past a photo of this city, remember, it's more than beautiful. It's alive. Fall in love with blue. And if you feel it too, hit subscribe. Chefchaouen is where the sky meets stone. The Rif Mountains wrap around it like guardians, while clouds drift low, brushing rooftops with mist. Here, geography shapes spirit. The altitude quiets the mind. The light softens the soul. It's as if the city floats between earth and heaven, tethered only by its devotion to blue. In the early hours, the streets are washed with water, then with blue. This daily ritual is quiet, even sacred. Old men stir pigment in stone bowls. Women sweep steps with care. No one rushes. Each stroke is part of a rhythm, centuries old. It's in these ordinary acts that the city renews itself, and where beauty becomes a habit, not a spectacle. Every tile in Chefchaouen has a story. Some are Andalusian, brought by exiles centuries ago. Others are local, handmade by artisans who still fire clay the old way. Patterns repeat like poetry, and the tiles, though worn, still hold color like memory. You don't just walk on history here. You walk inside it. Afternoons slow down in Chefchaouen. The sun hangs low, and rooftops become retreats. Locals sip mint tea from glass cups, watching the city turn gold. Here, conversations drift. Time stretches like honey in warm light. In a place this blue, even silence tastes sweet. And tea becomes more than a drink, it's a ritual of presence. In Chefchaouen, blue isn't just color, it's memory. It reminds you to slow down, to look longer, to breathe deeper. It speaks not to your eyes, but your heart. And long after you leave, you'll still see that blue. Not on walls, but in moments. In every quiet that feels like home. As dusk falls, Chefchaouen turns inward. Shops close, lamps flicker. The call to prayer echoes softly against blue walls. It's not silence from emptiness, but from reverence. A kind of stillness that cradles your thoughts. That makes you listen to the city and to yourself. There's a difference between taking a photo and seeing a place. The lens can't catch the weight of silence, or the warmth in a stranger's nod. Chefchaouen asks you to pause, to notice, to be there, not just record it. Because sometimes the real image is the one that stays behind your eyes. In troubled times, blue has also been a quiet resistance. During colonial periods, locals repainted walls defiantly, layer upon layer. Not with words, but with color. It wasn't loud protest. It was pride, expressed through shade and patience. A silent act of cultural preservation. A refusal to be erased. Chefchaouen speaks, even if you don't know Arabic or Berber. It speaks through color, rhythm, gesture. A smile from a vendor, a hand pointing the way. The city is fluent in feeling. Its blue isn't something you translate. It's something you feel in your chest. A kind of welcome without a single word. You think you've left Chefchaouen, but weeks later, a flash of blue stops you. A scent of mint, the echo of a quiet street. It follows you, not as a memory, but as a lens. You start seeing beauty where you once rushed past. Chefchaouen doesn't just stay in photos. It stays in how you begin to see the world. Even beyond the city walls, the mountains carry its echo. Shepherds hum old songs that blend with the wind. Goats move along cliffs like brushstrokes on canvas. Nature here isn't separate from culture. It's part of the same rhythm. Chefchaouen doesn't end at its edges. It fades gently into the land that raised it. In a side alley, a man etches silver into a bracelet. He doesn't rush. He says every piece must carry the soul of its maker. Nearby, a woman weaves with threads dyed indigo, her fingers moving like memory. These aren't souvenirs. They're stories you can wear. And each one carries a piece of Chefchaouen's quiet soul. Long before tourists came, color was already a kind of devotion. Blue wasn't for beauty alone. It was a way to mark the sacred, protect the soul calm the mind. Women mixed indigo by hand. Families painted before holidays, before prayers. In every brushstroke, there was purpose. In every shade, something close to faith. Lena didn't speak the language here, but somehow she always understood. A shared smile, a gesture to sit. A mint tea poured without asking. There are places that speak to your mind, and others like Chefchaouen that speak directly to your soul. Not with grammar, but with grace. Chefchaouen didn't shout its lessons. It whispered them. In slow walks, in painted walls, in tea that cooled before the next word. And Lena, she listened. Not with ears, but with stillness. When she left, she wasn't different. Just more herself. The kind of change that doesn't show up in photos, but in how you start to live. Chefchaouen isn't just a city, it's a feeling. It reminds us there's beauty in softness. That stillness can be strength. That color can connect people who speak nothing alike. Blue becomes the thread, weaving together traveler and local, past and present. Maybe that's the real gift of this place. A reminder that we're all searching for a quiet corner of peace. In most places, blue means sadness. But not here. Here, blue is peace, blue is pride. It's laughter echoing through old streets. It's fresh paint on an ancient wall. It's tea sipped slowly as the sun falls behind the mountains. In Chefchaouen, blue doesn't break the heart. It opens it. There are cities that dazzle. And then there's Chefchaouen, a place that whispers, paints, listens. The blue city doesn't want to be the loudest. It wants to be remembered. So if this color stirred something in you, a calm, a memory, a wish, let it stay. Fall in love with blue. And if you're still feeling it, subscribe.